Well, good morning. Have you heard the latest business trap? I read a lot of business articles, and I think this is important for us to talk about. So I'm really into this how to keep your business focused thing, and I know you are as well. And have you heard the latest? It's time to reimagine your business or rethinking your business, things like that. There's some catchwords that are going around right now, and I want to talk about those briefly. How do these make you successful? And are there problems with them? Well, I want to talk about that next, right after this. Reimagine, rethink. Makes you feel like you're missing out on something, right? It gets your attention and it makes you feel like you've been doing things that are insignificant and you shouldn't be doing them anymore. I read a lot of business consultants that come out, especially during this time of year when people are updating their strategies. They're talking about where should I be going in my business? And they're like, we need to reimagine this. And I sit on these big presentations where people talk about reimagining the board, reimagining the association, reimagining the concept, whatever it is. What about refocusing? What about refocusing? Well, there's a lot that's changed, sure. And we all know COVID has adjusted how we do business. You might have to wear a mask. You might have to do a virtual meeting. You might have to do a virtual tour if you're in real estate that you wouldn't have normally started the process with. But it doesn't mean you need to wipe the slate clean and start your business over again. And a lot of people get distracted by this. And here's what happens. We get stuck in this, I'm not changing, so I'm not exciting mindset. But you shouldn't be massively changing anything. You should be making adjustments. And you should always be making adjustments because you got to try and be better tomorrow than you were yesterday. So I've been told by a great mentor of mine, if you do business tomorrow the way that you did it yesterday, or I'm sorry, if you do business today the way that you did business yesterday, you'll be out of business tomorrow. Okay? Let me say that one more time. If you do business today the way you did business yesterday, you'll be out of business tomorrow. That doesn't mean change your business model, because the reality is that all you're going to be doing is chasing your tail, making changes. You're never going to become impactful and effective. He did not mean that. What he meant was make small adjustments based on what you learn about your business. That might be what you say, how you say it, or what your marketing looks like. Now, a lot of people changed their marketing during COVID, which was great. People didn't want to be sold to. They wanted to be helped. They wanted to be cared about. And that's true. But fundamentally, we always want to be helped and cared about. It's not just a COVID thing. It's that we got so stuck in this feature benefit dump that was going on in society with marketing that we got lost from truly what we do in business. And that's how you should be reimagining and rethinking your business, is understanding truly, what do I do? Who do I serve? And how do I help them? And you might enter that conversation differently by rethinking or reimagining, but it's not retooling your business. It's not making broad sweeping changes in your business. Some good examples of this, look at the restaurant industry. During COVID, a lot of people, they had limited seating or they had no seating. They had to go to delivery or counter service. Guess what? They still make and serve food based upon their menu. There's just a different place for the customer to eat it or a different way for the customer to pick it up. You look at real estate. A lot of times people would just go online and they look at photos and be like, I want to look at these whole bunch of houses, and a realtor would run out and show them all these houses. Now, there's more virtual tours. You get a closer look at it before you go see it. Actually created more efficiencies for you. But it required a better expert, because the realtor's job is to show you the intricacies of that, things that you wouldn't normally notice for the untrained eye. So you're still serving a human, and you're still doing it really well. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And there are three things I always talk about: your mind, body, and your business. I have a program on Thursdays called Mind, Body, Business. Go back and look for it if you haven't seen it. But here's the reality. Here's how we need to reimagine and refocus ourselves. Okay? How we need to reimagine and refocus ourselves. First, for your mind, get rid of this bad self-talk that we've started developing during COVID, that we developed during political seasons, that we developed during when everybody is really judgy and they make these polarizing statements or they make immediate reactions to things. Build yourself up to perform at a high level. Okay? That hasn't changed. Isn't that what high performers do, is build themselves up to perform at a high level? So do we reimagine this? How about we refocus on it? Refocus on that matters. Your body. Some people, and I've seen the memes going around right now, after COVID, you're going to be like hunky, chunky, whatever it is. There's like all these different body images that everybody's talking about. How about this? Focus on your health. Focus on your health. And if you haven't focused on your health before COVID, go focus on your health now, because it matters even more now with immune systems and things like that. What's that mean? It's simple. Focusing on your health is really simple. Get rid of the garbage in your pantry and in your house. Drink a lot of water. Eat stuff that comes from Mother Earth. Either it grows or it walks or it swims or it flies. And exercise. And here's the key to that. Push yourself when you exercise. Why? Because if we push ourselves, if we exert ourselves, it builds strength. It builds muscles, and muscles burn fat. And that helps us. So there's your body. Simple. Refocus. Now let's talk about your business. Let's talk about your business, because this is where everybody gets confused. And I read this article. I'm really passionate about this, so excuse my big hand movements. I'm really passionate about this today. I read an article where we have these consultants from consulting companies who want you to hire them to come in and consult for them. And they're like, we help you reimagine your business. And you're like, whoa, I need that. How about this? Figure out who all your customers are and contact them and reimagine that relationship with them. That's the key to this. Reimagine your relationship with your customers, because a lot of people stopped communicating with them. When you communicate with them, find out how they're doing. Just reimagine caring about them. More importantly, refocus on caring about them. So don't get caught in these words, in these fancy phrases, in what people are talking about that they think you need to be doing, because it feels good to talk about change, because you feel like you're being left behind if you're not doing it. And that's not true, because the overwhelming majority of how you should be performing at a high performance level has not changed. What's changed is your focus, probably. So refocus in all the aspects of your life and your business. And by the way, your relationships. Because if we make those great, everything else seems to have a tailwind. So maybe you wear a mask. Okay, maybe you wash your hands more. All right, maybe you use a video or you call somebody first before you meet face-to-face with them. Sure, that doesn't change the fundamentals of who you help and what your expertise is. So we're still people. Don't lose track of that. Care about each other. Care about how well you serve people, what that experience is that they have, and how you maximize that engagement with them. So now, here's my challenge to you. Go rethink your focus and consider those aspects and make a difference. Love you guys. Thanks for all you do. Have a great weekend. See ya.